test for a very safe and confidence-building test. And with young Grand Prix horses, it's very important to get them used to environments so that they can learn to focus and concentrate on their job. And he does look a little worried. But Sue's, she's competed internationally. She's been a great rider instructor. She had a really terrible fall maybe 18 months ago when horse she was riding tipped over and landed on her leg and really made a very, very terrible breaks in her femur. And she was a long time recovering from that, and she's doing a fantastic job to be back in the saddle and riding and having produced this young horse up to Grand Prix already. You can see Sue's not pushing for huge Grand Prix winning march. She's just ticking around, showing the horse the way a little bit. He's good in the contact. He lacks a little bit of collection and expression in the trot, but I know, having seen him training and schooling, that it's all in there. So if you try too hard for the expression, everything else starts to fall apart. So you can see he's just a little behind the leg, could be a little bit more up in front of her. Now the halt. And the right, ooh, you can see he's a bit worried. And rein back, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and trot. Very good transition to trot. And now medium, extended trot. And I've seen this horse do some passage and piaffe that is just absolutely brilliant. So it'll be interesting to see the piaffe passage to her. Yeah, quite a nice technique. Front legs are nice and high, hind legs active and coming under. And then you can see, you can see some really super capability here for the piaffe, but just not quite sitting. He knows his job, and Sue knows that he knows his job and can do it really well, but there's no point pushing for a big mark when it's going to end up upsetting the horse a lot and you end up with a smaller mark. So quite often, less is more. She's lost. She's gone the wrong way, so it's an error, of course. It should be P to H, and in the inter 2, she's not the only one that does it wrong. I do it wrong all the time. In the inter 2, it goes P, B, H, and in the Grand Prix, it goes P, H. So she's made a mistake, but it'll be interesting to see if the judges mark her down for that. Now the collected walk, and you can see, is a little bit tenuous. It's very slow, and it's looking a little precarious. So when a movement doesn't fill you with confidence, it's difficult to give it a really good mark. And gently and really tactfully into passage. Sue sitting really quietly in a really good position. You don't, little tiny spurs on, so you can see the horse obviously quite sensitive. It's a nice outline coming into the piaffe. And ooh, just a little bit not sitting, I guess you'd say, is what the word is. It just needs to be a little bit rounder, a little bit more able for her to sit and put the hind leg more under. And nice transition to canter. And that's a horrible transition to ride. Passage, canter, when there's lots of cadence in the passage. The canter 8 is very strange to get the timing right for going from passage to canter. Now for the 2-time changes, there's 9 of these. 1, 2. And, you know, it goes wrong. It happens. And it's a real shame. But Sue did a great job. She sort of brought him back. A couple of half halts, got his hind leg under him, and started again and finished up in 2. So it's a good way to finish. You can't be angry or annoyed. You've just got to try and make the most of what's underneath you at the time and get on with the job. Really modest in the extended canter. And a really nice, clean transition and a nice flying change. But do you give a big mark as a judge because the canter was modest and so the transition was modest? It's tricky. Oh, really nice steepness in the... Oh, this is super now. Really good steep angle in the half-pass zigzag. Yeah, really nice. And really nice and forward at the end. Now he's looking like he's taking a breath, and I can actually hear him breathing. It's the first time. So he's now breathing, and you can see he's let go a little bit. Now the ones. I know Sue sometimes says he finds these a bit difficult. 8, 9. Yeah, and she's got them. Well done. She'll be happy with that. Big pat. Yeah, good on you. That's nice to see, huh? She has struggled with those in the ring in the last few Grand Prix she's done, and she was really happy that she got those. So, you know, it's a training exercise now, the pirouettes. Collect, make him on the spot first, and then turn. Yeah, good job for a young horse. Whoopsie, now he's doing ones everywhere. He got a pat last time, so I reckon he might do them again. Oopsie, this is tricky now. And I'm not sure what you do here as a judge, because it should be at I, all right? She's done it at G. So, very interesting. Thank goodness I'm not judging. But had she done it I, it would have been impossible, because she was doing one-time changes at the time. So she had to get that sorted out before she did it. So I'm not sure what. One of those bigwig judges out there that's listening who could help me out. I think I'd give it the benefit of the doubt and give it a reasonably low mark and put late into the pirouette and not think about an error, of course. That's my take on the situation. It's not easy being a judge. And again, lovely and straight, huh? No swinging, maybe a little modest, but really good in the technique. And really beautiful back into the piaffe. Yeah, and very well corrected by Sue. A little bit swingy. She's sitting so still, and great job. You know, you can see that this horse has great potential. You can see that she's nursing along, and you mark it accordingly. You don't... Well done. I'm sure she'll be pleased with the fact that she's got through it. She spends a lot of time with him. She has a lot of faith that he's going to be a super horse in the long run, and